Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to ignite a fire within you. I want you to leave here not just inspired, but empowered, ready to declare with absolute certainty, I can. I will. I must. I can is where it all begins. It's the belief that no matter where you've been, no matter the obstacles in your path, you hold within you the power to overcome. When you say, I can, you're giving yourself permission to dream. And dreams, my friends, are the seeds of greatness. But belief alone is not enough. It's not enough to say, I can, you must step forward and proclaim, I will. This is the moment where desire turns into commitment. It's the decision to act, no matter how daunting the road ahead may seem. You might not have all the answers, but when you declare, I will, you commit to finding them. Now here's the game changer. This is where the magic happens. I must leaves no room for excuses. It transforms your goals from someday to right now. Why? Because necessity is the ultimate driver of human action. When something becomes non-negotiable, you'll find a way no matter what. Think about it. When you're hungry, you find food. When your loved one is in danger, you find strength you didn't know you had. What if you approached your dreams with the same urgency? What if your success was as essential as breathing? Along this journey, you'll encounter fear. Let me tell you something, fear is normal, but it's not permanent. The moment you face it, it loses its power. And every small step you take in the direction of your dreams builds momentum. Momentum is your best friend. It turns I will into unstoppable action. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every time you fall, you're gathering wisdom. Every setback is a setup for your next breakthrough. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize your success. See it, feel it, taste it. That vision isn't just a fantasy, it's a blueprint for what's possible when you take action. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who challenge you to be better, and who remind you that your potential is limitless. And as you climb, celebrate every victory, no matter how small. Why? Because progress breeds belief, and belief fuels unstoppable momentum. So I leave you with this challenge. Don't just say it. Live it, I can, I will, I must. The world is waiting for your greatness. Let's go get it. Belief is the spark that ignites every great achievement. It's the foundation upon which all success is built. Without belief, no plan, no strategy, no amount of effort will ever reach its full potential. Because belief is more than just optimism, it's the conviction that you have what it takes to succeed, no matter the circumstances. When you believe in yourself, you give yourself permission to dream. You begin to see possibilities instead of limitations. Belief opens your mind to solutions that were invisible when doubt clouded your vision. It's the difference between looking at a challenge and saying, I can't do this, versus I'll find a way that simple shift in perspective can change everything. But belief isn't just a feeling, it's a skill. It's something you cultivate and strengthen through practice. It grows every time you push beyond what you thought was possible. Every time you silence the voice of doubt, and every time you achieve something you once thought was out of reach. Think about the people who inspire you most. They weren't born extraordinary. They weren't given a special path to greatness. What sets them apart is their unwavering belief in their ability to overcome adversity and achieve their goals. They believed in their vision so deeply that they refused to accept failure as the final outcome. Belief is contagious. When you believe in yourself, others begin to believe in you too. It creates a ripple effect, energizing everyone around you. People are drawn to those who radiate confidence because it's a rare and powerful force. When you walk into a room and carry the energy of belief, opportunities start to open. Doors you didn't even know existed begin to unlock. But here's the thing, belief doesn't mean you'll never doubt yourself. Doubt is part of the human experience. The key is not to let it define you. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and then choose belief anyway. It's a conscious decision to trust in your potential, even when the odds seem stacked against you. True belief isn't just about thinking you can do something, it's about knowing that no matter what happens, you'll figure it out. It's trusting in your resourcefulness, your resilience, and your ability to grow. It's about anchoring yourself in the understanding that you are capable, deserving, and enough right now as you are. Belief is where everything begins. It's the bridge between possibility and reality. Every step point where dreams stop being abstract and start becoming tangible. When you believe in yourself, you can have the most extraordinary ideas, couple that belief with action, you become unstoppable. Without commitment, they will remain just that: ideas, visions, and goals. Commitment is the decision to do whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, to turn those aspirations into achievements. Commitment isn't casual. It's not something you dip your toes into to see if it feels right. True commitment means diving in head first, even when the water is cold, even when the waves are rough. It means taking action, not just when it's convenient, but especially when it's challenging. That's when commitment is tested. It's easy to stay committed when things are going well, but the real measure of your dedication comes when obstacles arise. Commitment transforms. It eliminates the option to quit, because with true commitment, there is no plan B. It's the burning of the boats that leaves no choice but to conquer the island. This level of resolve is powerful because it focuses your energy and eliminates distractions. When you're fully committed, you stop looking for excuses and start finding solutions. Taking action is a critical part of commitment. It's not enough to decide you must do, and not just once or twice, but consistently day after day. Success isn't built on bursts of inspiration, but on the discipline of daily effort. Every small action you take reinforces your commitment and brings you closer to your goal. It's like laying bricks to build a house one by one, piece by piece. It may feel slow at times, but over time, those small actions compound into something monumental. Commitment also requires adaptability. The path to success is rarely a straight line, and obstacles are inevitable. But being committed means staying focused on the destination, even if you have to take a detour to get there. It's about being flexible in your methods while remaining steadfast in your purpose. When you encounter setbacks, commitment drives you to get back up, adjust your approach, keep moving forward. A key part of commitment is accountability. When you make a commitment, you're not just making a promise to yourself, you're making a contract with your future self. That version of you is counting on today's you to show up, to stay disciplined, and to keep pushing forward. Some people find it helpful to share their goals with others, creating an external layer of accountability. But ultimately, true commitment comes from within. It's about holding yourself to a higher standard because you know you're capable of achieving more. Commitment isn't always glamorous. It's not just about the exciting moments of achievement. It's also about the mundane, repetitive tasks that don't feel significant in the moment but are essential to the bigger picture. It's about showing up when you're tired, when you're uninspired, when no one is watching. That's where the real magic happens, in the unglamorous grind that separates those who succeed from those who give up. When you commit to action, you become unstoppable. You turn what if into what's next. You start to see yourself not as someone hoping for success, but as someone creating it. That mindset shift is powerful because it puts you in control. You're no longer waiting for opportunities to come to you. You're taking deliberate steps to create them. Commitment to action isn't just about reaching a goal. It's about becoming the person who can achieve it. It's about building the habits, the resilience, and the discipline that not only lead to success, but sustain it. When you make that level of commitment, you don't just change your results, you change your life. The power of necessity is one of the most potent forces driving human action. When something becomes a must instead of a maybe, the way you think, feel, and act transforms. Necessity taps into your primal instincts, awakening a level of focus, determination, and creativity that often lies dormant. It's no longer about if or when, it's about how and now. Necessity creates urgency, and urgency fuels action. Think about the times in your life when you were pushed to the edge, when there was no safety net, no backup plan, no option but to succeed. Those are the moments when you likely perform at your peak, not because it was comfortable or easy, but because you had no choice. That's the power of necessity. It eliminates hesitation and replaces it with an unshakable resolve to move forward. When something is truly necessary, your priorities align around it, distractions fall away because they no longer matter. You stop procrastinating because the stakes are too high to delay. Necessity forces clarity. It strips away excuses and demands that you focus on what's essential. Suddenly, the energy and resources you didn't think you had become available because your mind and body are working in harmony toward a single goal. Necessity isn't just external, it's deeply internal. It's driven by your why, the compelling reason behind what you're doing. When your why is strong enough, necessity follows naturally. Imagine a parent lifting a car to save their child, or a student pulling an all-nighter to pass a life-changing exam. These actions aren't fueled by convenience, they're fueled by the belief that failure is not an option. Necessity shifts your mindset. Instead of wondering whether you're capable, you operate from a place of certainty. I must find a way, and I will. This shift is powerful because it forces you to think creatively and resourcefully. You start asking better questions. How can I solve this? What's my next move? Who can help me get there? These questions lead to answers, and answers lead to progress. At its core, necessity is about survival, not just physical survival, but the survival of your dreams, your goals, and your values. When something is necessary, it becomes as vital as breathing. You don't overthink it, you just do it, because the alternative is unacceptable. This mindset doesn't just apply to emergencies, it can be cultivated for any goal that matters deeply to you. Necessity also transforms how you deal with adversity. When quitting isn't an option, setbacks become challenges to overcome, not reasons to stop. Failure ceases to be a threat because necessity drives you to keep trying and keep trying until you succeed. It shifts your perspective from I hope this works to this has to work and I'll make it happen. That shift alone can change the outcome of any situation. The power of necessity is most evident in the stories of those who have risen from nothing. People who had no resources, no advantages, and no guarantees, but were fueled by an unrelenting sense of purpose. They didn't have a choice but to succeed because the alternative was unacceptable. They remind us that when you're truly committed, when something becomes a non-negotiable necessity, you'll find a way, even if you have to create one. Harnessing the power of necessity means making your goals essential. It's about raising the stakes, turning your dreams into imperatives. You don't wait for necessity to be imposed on you by external circumstances. You create it within yourself. You decide that your goals, your vision, and your future are not optional, they are essential. When you tap into the power of necessity, you unlock a level of potential you didn't know you had. You discover that you're stronger, smarter, and more capable than you ever imagined. Because necessity doesn't just push you to act, it transforms you into the person who can achieve anything. Defining your why is the cornerstone of all meaningful action. It's the reason behind what you do, the purpose that fuels your journey, and the anchor that keeps you steady when the winds of doubt and difficulty threaten to knock you off course. Without a clear why, even the most ambitious goals can feel hollow, and even the smallest setbacks can seem insurmountable. But with a strong why, you can overcome anything. Your why is more than a simple goal or desire, it's the deeper emotional connection to what you're striving for. It's not just what you want, it's why you want it. A superficial goal might be to earn more money, but the true why behind it could be providing a better life for your family, creating freedom for yourself, or leaving a legacy. When you identify and connect with that deeper reason, your motivation becomes unshakable. Defining your why brings clarity. In a world full of distractions and competing demands, it's easy to lose focus or become overwhelmed. But when you know your why, it acts as a filter for your decisions. It helps you distinguish between what's important and what's merely urgent. It guides you to prioritize actions that align with your purpose and let go of those that don't. A strong why also gives you resilience. Life is full of challenges, and the path to success is rarely smooth. There will be moments of doubt, failure, and fatigue. In those moments, your why becomes your lifeline. It reminds you why you started, reignites your passion, and pushes you to keep going when quitting feels like the easier option. It transforms obstacles into opportunities to grow, learn, and move closer to your goal. Your why doesn't have to be grand or complicated, but it does need to be deeply personal. It's about what matters most to you, not what society expects, not what others think you should pursue, but what truly sets your soul on fire. When your why is authentic, it becomes a source of intrinsic motivation, driving you from within rather than relying on external rewards or validation. Defining your why requires introspection. It's about asking yourself powerful questions. What do I truly value? What kind of life do I want to create? Who do I want to impact? What legacy do I want to leave? The answers to these questions form the foundation of your why. They help you connect your actions to a greater purpose, giving your efforts meaning and direction. Your why evolves as you grow. The reasons that motivate you today might change over time, and that's okay. The key is to continually reflect on your purpose and align your actions with it. This process keeps you connected to what truly matters, ensuring that you're not just busy but effective in pursuing what's most important. A clear why doesn't just inspire you, it inspires others. When people see your passion and conviction, they're drawn to your vision. They want to support you, join you, and help you achieve your mission. Leaders with a strong why create movements, not just followers, because their purpose resonates on a deeper level. Defining your why isn't just about achieving success, it's about fulfillment. When your actions align with your purpose, every step of the journey becomes meaningful. It's not just about reaching the destination, it's about the person you become along the way and the impact you have on the world around you. In the end, your why is your compass. It's what keeps you moving forward when the path is unclear, what gives you strength when the journey is tough, and what fills your heart with joy when you reflect on how far you've come. When you define your why, you don't just set goals, you set a foundation for a life of purpose, passion, and impact. Overcoming fear is one of the most transformative journeys you can undertake. Fear is natural, it's hardwired into us for survival. It's the mind's way of protecting us from harm, warning us of potential dangers, and keeping us safe. But in the modern world, fear often shows up not as a protector, but as a protector, but as a barrier, holding us back from pursuing our dreams, taking risks, and living fully. The key to overcoming fear is not to eliminate it, but to change your relationship with it. Fear often disguises itself as rationality. It whispers doubts into your mind. What if I fail? What people think? What if I'm not good enough? These thoughts can feel so real and convincing that they paralyze you. But fear thrives on uncertainty, and the more you let it control your decisions, the stronger it becomes. The first step to overcoming fear is recognizing it for what it is, a feeling, not a fact. When you confront your fear, you strip it of its power. Avoiding fear only makes it grow, but facing it allows you to see it clearly. Often you'll realize that the worst-case scenario isn't as catastrophic as you imagined. And even if it were to happen, you're more capable of handling it than you think. Fear exaggerates risk while downplaying your resilience, but reality is rarely as daunting as fear makes it seem. Action is the antidote to fear. Fear thrives in the absence of action, feeding on indecision and hesitation. The moment you take even the smallest step toward what you fear, you begin to reclaim your power. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Each step forward chips away at the walls fear has built around you, proving to yourself that you are stronger than your doubts. It's important to understand that fear will never completely disappear. Even the most successful and confident people feel fear at times. The difference is that they don't let it stop them. They've learned to act despite their fear, to use it as a signal that they're stepping outside their comfort zone and into an area of growth. Fear, when reframed, can become a guide. It shows you where you have the potential to expand, to challenge yourself, and to achieve something meaningful. Fear loses its grip when you shift your focus. Instead of fixating on what could go wrong, focus on what could go right. What's the best case scenario? What will you gain if you take the leap? How will you feel when you look back and know you had the courage to try? This shift in perspective turns fear into excitement and opens up possibilities you couldn't see before. A powerful way to overcome fear is to reconnect with your why. When your purpose is strong enough, it becomes bigger than your fear. The desire to achieve something meaningful, to impact others, or to fulfill your potential can push you to act, even when fear tries to hold you back. Your why becomes the fuel that propels you forward, reminding you that the risk of not trying is greater than the fear of failing. Surrounding yourself with supportive people also helps in overcoming fear. Fear often thrives in isolation, but when you share your goals and challenges with others, you gain perspective and encouragement. People who believe in you can remind you of your strengths and help you see beyond your doubts. Their belief in you can reinforce your belief in yourself. Fear is not the enemy. In fact, it can be a teacher. It forces you to evaluate your goals, strengthen your resolve, and prepare for the challenges ahead. Overcoming fear doesn't mean you'll never feel it again. It means you've learned to move forward anyway. It means you've taken control of your life, refusing to let fear dictate your choices. Ultimately, overcoming fear is about freedom. It's about stepping out of the shadows of doubt and into the light of possibility. It's about discovering what you're truly capable of when you refuse to let fear hold you back. And when you look back on your journey, you'll see that the moments you faced your fears were the moments that defined you, shaped you, and set you free. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in life. It's the energy that builds when you take consistent action, the invisible push that makes each subsequent step easier than the one before. Momentum is not just about speed or force, it's about direction, focus, and sustained effort. It transforms small beginnings into unstoppable progress, and understanding how to create and harness momentum can be the difference between standing still and soaring toward your goals. Momentum starts small, often with a single action. The first step is always the hardest because it requires the most energy. Think about pushing a heavy object. At first, it resists, stubborn and unmoving. But with consistent effort, it begins to shift. And as it moves, the effort required to keep it moving decreases. This is the essence of momentum. The energy you put in at the start pays dividends as you go, making each subsequent step feel easier and more natural. Consistency is the key to building momentum. It's not about doing something perfectly, it's about doing it repeatedly. Small, seemingly insignificant actions compound over time, creating a powerful ripple effect. For example, writing 1 page a day might not seem like much, but in a year it's a book. Running a short distance daily may feel minimal, but over time it transforms your endurance and health. Momentum thrives on repetition, turning effort into habit and habit into progress. Momentum is also deeply psychological. When you make progress, no matter how small, it builds confidence. Success reinforces belief in your abilities, which motivates you to take further action. This positive feedback loop is self-perpetuating. Action creates results. Results create motivation, and motivation fuels more action. Momentum becomes your ally, pulling you forward with a force greater than your initial push. However, momentum doesn't just build on wins, it can also grow from failures, as long as you're willing to keep moving. Setbacks can feel like a loss of momentum, but they're often just a pause. When you approach failure as feedback, you gain valuable insights that allow you to adjust and keep going. Momentum isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Even when you stumble, the act of getting back up and continuing builds resilience and reaffirms your commitment. Environment plays a significant role in maintaining momentum. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, people, tools, and routines creates a supportive framework that keeps you on track. Conversely, a negative or distracting environment can stall your progress and drain your energy. Momentum thrives in a space where distractions are minimized and focus is amplified. It's not just about the actions you take, it's about the conditions you create to sustain them. Momentum also benefits from clarity. When you know where you're going and why, it's easier to stay aligned and keep moving. A clear goal acts like a magnet pulling you forward. Without clarity, you risk scattering your energy in multiple directions, diluting the power of momentum. Focused energy paired with a clear vision allows momentum to build in a purposeful and unstoppable way. Momentum doesn't mean you won't encounter challenges or fatigue. Even the fastest moving objects face friction. But once momentum is built, it gives you the power to push through resistance. The energy generated by your past actions carries you forward, making it easier to overcome obstacles. When you're in motion, obstacles feel like bumps in the road rather than insurmountable walls. Momentum gives you the confidence and strength to keep going, even when the path is difficult. Maintaining momentum requires intention. It's easy to let progress stall once you've achieved an initial goal, but momentum doesn't sustain itself passively. You must actively nurture it by setting new challenges, staying consistent, and celebrating progress. Each win, no matter how small, feeds the energy of momentum, keeping it alive and thriving. Momentum isn't just about achieving goals, it's about the transformation that happens along the way. It turns effort into ease, hesitation into habit, and dreams into reality. It teaches you the power of persistence and the value of showing up every day. The energy of momentum is a reminder that great things are achieved not all at once, but through steady, consistent progress. When you harness momentum, you're no longer fighting against resistance, you're propelled by a force that makes the impossible feel inevitable. Failure is often seen as the end of the road, a sign to stop or turn back. But when viewed through the right lens, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a critical part of the journey toward it. Embracing failure as feedback shifts your mindset from fear and avoidance to growth and resilience. Instead of being something to dread, failure becomes a teacher, guiding you toward better decisions, stronger strategies, and greater self-awareness. Failure provides clarity. When you fail, you gain insight into what didn't work, which is just as valuable as knowing what does. Each misstep contains lessons that success alone cannot teach. It forces you to ask powerful questions: what went wrong? What can I do differently next time? What is this experience trying to teach me? These questions turn failure into a tool for growth, helping you refine your approach and sharpen your focus. When you embrace failure as feedback, you take away its power to paralyze you. Fear of failure often stops people from even trying, but if you know failure is simply part of the process, it loses its sting. It's no longer something to avoid at all costs, but something to embrace as evidence that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. Failure means you're trying, you're learning, and you're growing. failure builds resilience. Every time you fail and choose to get back up, you strengthen your mental and emotional endurance. You prove to yourself that you can handle setbacks, that you are not defined by your mistakes, but by how you respond to them. This resilience becomes a superpower, equipping you to face even greater challenges with confidence and courage. Seeing failure as feedback also helps you detach your self-worth from your outcomes. Many people equate failure with personal inadequacy, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Failure is not about who you are, it's about what you did or didn't do and what you can learn from it. When you separate your identity from your results, you free yourself to take bigger risks and pursue greater goals without the weight of perfectionism holding you back. Failure forces innovation. When something doesn't work, it challenges you to think differently, to find new solutions, and to approach problems from a fresh perspective. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history were born out of failure. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways it won't work." That mindset embodies the idea that every failure brings you one step closer to success if you're willing to learn and adapt. Embracing failure as feedback also fosters humility and openness. It reminds you that no one has all the answers, and that's okay. Failure encourages you to seek advice, collaborate with others, and remain curious. It keeps you grounded and reminds you that growth is a continuous process. With this mindset, you stop fearing failure and start seeing it as an integral part of mastery. Failure teaches patience and persistence. Success is rarely instantaneous, and the road to achieving your goals is often paved with setbacks. Each failure tests your commitment, asking, how badly do you want this? Are you willing to keep going despite the challenges? By persevering through failure, you develop the grit and determination needed to reach the finish line. When you embrace failure as feedback, you also inspire others. People are drawn to those who face their failures with grace and courage. Your willingness to learn from mistakes shows others that it's okay to be vulnerable, to struggle, and to try again. It creates a ripple effect, encouraging those around you to adopt a growth mindset and pursue their own dreams without fear of judgment. To embrace failure fully, you must reframe how you define success. Success isn't just about achieving a specific outcome, it's about the progress you make and the person you become along the way. When you adopt this perspective, failure is no longer a setback, it's a stepping stone. Each failure propels you forward, providing the lessons and experiences you need to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Ultimately, failure is feedback because it shows you where you are, what needs to change, and how you can improve. It's not something to fear, but something to value. The path to success is rarely a straight line, and failure is the compass that redirects you when you've strayed. When you learn to embrace it, you unlock your full potential and open the door to endless possibilities. Visualizing victory is a powerful practice that allows you to see, feel, and experience success in your mind before it manifests in reality. It's not just an exercise in imagination, it's a tool that aligns your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward achieving your goals. When you can clearly visualize your victory, you're training your mind to believe in the possibility of success. And that belief becomes the foundation for taking inspired action. The power of visualization lies in how the brain processes imagined experiences. Studies have shown that when you vividly picture an outcome, your brain activates in similar ways to experiencing the event in real life. This means that mental rehearsal can create neural pathways that prepare you for actual performance. Athletes, performers, and high achievers across all fields use visualization to practice their craft, rehearse their victories, and build the confidence to excel when the time comes. Visualization is more than seeing an image in your mind. It's about engaging all your senses to create a complete experience. When you visualize victory, you imagine not only what it looks like, but also how it feels. What emotions will you experience when you've achieved your goal? What sounds, smells, or sensations accompany that moment? The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. This emotional connection creates a powerful pull, motivating you to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. By visualizing victory, you also create clarity. To achieve a goal, you need to know exactly what it looks like. A vague idea of success won't inspire action, but a clear and compelling vision will. Visualization forces you to define your goal in detail, what it means, how it feels, and why it matters. This clarity gives you direction, helping you focus your energy and prioritize the actions that bring you closer to your vision. Visualization is a tool for overcoming doubt and fear. When you consistently see yourself succeeding, you begin to internalize the belief that victory is possible. This belief counteracts the self-doubt and negative thinking that often hold people back. Instead of focusing on obstacles or past failures, visualization trains your mind to focus on the possibilities and opportunities ahead. Visualizing victory also enhances your problem-solving abilities. When you repeatedly imagine yourself achieving a goal, your brain naturally begins to identify the steps required to get there. You start thinking creatively about strategies, resources, and actions that align with your vision. This process builds a sense of certainty and readiness, so when challenges arise, you're better equipped to navigate them. Another benefit of visualization is the energy it generates. When you vividly imagine your success, you tap into the excitement, pride, and fulfillment that come with achieving your goal. These positive emotions fuel your motivation and create momentum. You're no longer just working toward a goal, you're drawn toward it by the magnetic pull of your vision. The energy of visualization helps you stay focused and persistent, even when the journey gets tough. Visualization isn't just about the destination, it's also about the process. While it's important to picture the ultimate victory, it's equally valuable to visualize the steps along the way. Imagine yourself taking the necessary actions, overcoming challenges, and making progress. This practice builds confidence and reinforces the belief that you're capable of doing what it takes to succeed. Consistency is key to effective visualization. It's not a one-time exercise, it's a daily practice that reinforces your belief in your vision and strengthens your commitment to achieving it. Whether through meditation, journaling, or quiet reflection, regularly taking time to visualize your victory keeps your goal at the forefront of your mind and aligns your actions with your aspirations. Visualization also helps you stay resilient. When setbacks occur, revisiting your vision reminds you of why you started and reignites your determination to keep going. It provides a mental refuge, a space where you can reconnect with your purpose and regain your focus. This resilience ensures that temporary obstacles don't derail your progress. Ultimately, visualizing victory is about creating your future in your mind before it happens in reality. It's about believing so strongly in your success that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you see it, feel it, and act on it, you turn your vision into reality. Victory is not just something you achieve, it's something you embody, first in your mind and then in your life. Surrounding yourself with positivity is one of the most powerful steps you can take to elevate your life, achieve your goals, and maintain emotional resilience. The people, environments, and influences you immerse yourself in have a profound impact on your mindset, energy, and ability to thrive. Positivity isn't just about being optimistic, it's about creating a supportive ecosystem that nurtures your growth, reinforces your belief in what's possible, and fuels your momentum towards success. The energy of those around you is contagious. Whether positive or negative, it has the power to shape your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Negative environments and toxic relationships drain your energy, breed doubt, and create resistance to progress. In contrast, surrounding yourself with positivity uplifts and empowers you. It fills you with encouragement, reinforces your strengths, and inspires you to take bold action. Positive people challenge you to be better, celebrate your wins, and remind you of your potential even in moments of doubt. Positivity begins with the people you choose to associate with. The saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," is not just a cliche, it's rooted in truth. The beliefs, habits, and attitudes of those closest to you influence your own. If you surround yourself with individuals who are driven, kind, and supportive, their energy will motivate you to rise to their level. They'll push you to strive for greatness, hold you accountable, and offer a safe space for vulnerability and growth. Conversely, negative or unsupportive people can cloud your vision, amplify your fears, and make progress feel like an uphill battle. Cultivating positivity isn't limited to relationships, it extends to your environment. The spaces you inhabit should inspire and energize you, not deplete you. Your home, workspace, and community all play a role in shaping your mindset. Decluttering your surroundings, incorporating uplifting elements like inspiring quotes or calming visuals, and creating spaces that foster focus and creativity are simple yet effective ways to cultivate positivity. When your environment supports your goals, it becomes a foundation for your success. What you consume mentally is just as important. The media you watch, the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and the social media you engage with all influence your mental state. Consistently exposing yourself to empowering content, stories of resilience, wisdom from mentors, and messages of hope fortifies your mind against negativity. Curating what you allow into your mental space ensures that your thoughts are aligned with growth and possibility rather than fear or limitation. Surrounding yourself with positivity also involves being intentional about self-talk. Your inner dialogue is the most constant influence in your life. If you allow negative self-criticism to dominate your thoughts, even the most positive external environment can't counteract it. Practicing self-compassion and affirmations can reframe how you see yourself and your abilities. When you speak to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and belief, you create a wellspring of positivity that radiates outward. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring challenges or avoiding difficult emotions. It means choosing to approach them with a constructive mindset. Surrounding yourself with positivity gives you the tools and perspective to face adversity with grace and determination. Positive influences remind you that setbacks are temporary and that every challenge carries an opportunity for growth. They encourage you to look for solutions instead of dwelling on problems and to focus on what you can control rather than what you can't. Boundaries are essential for maintaining a positive environment. Not everyone or everything deserves a place in your life. It's okay to distance yourself from relationships or situations that consistently drain your energy or diminish your confidence. Protecting your space is an act of self-respect, ensuring that you reserve your energy for the people and experiences that uplift and support you. Gratitude is another cornerstone of positivity. When you intentionally focus on what's good in your life, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Surrounding yourself with people who practice gratitude amplifies this effect, creating a shared sense of appreciation and joy. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better in the moment, it rewires your brain to notice and seek out more positivity, reinforcing the cycle of growth and fulfillment. Surrounding yourself with positivity is also about giving back. When you spread encouragement, kindness, and support to others, you contribute to a positive feedback loop that benefits everyone involved. By lifting others, you reinforce your own positive mindset, deepen your relationships, and create a community that thrives together. Positivity multiplies when shared, making it a powerful force for collective growth. Ultimately, surrounding yourself with positivity is a choice you make daily. It requires awareness, intention, and action. By curating your relationships, environment, and mental diet, you create a life that supports your highest aspirations. Positivity doesn't guarantee that life will be free of challenges, but it equips you with the mindset, energy, and resilience to navigate them with strength and purpose. It becomes the foundation for your happiness, your growth, and your ability to inspire and uplift those around you. Celebrating growth is a powerful practice that honors the journey you've taken and the progress you've made. It's easy to become so focused on the next goal, the next step, or the next milestone that you forget to pause and appreciate how far you've come. Growth is often incremental and gradual, so it can be easy to overlook the small wins along the way. However, taking time to celebrate these moments is crucial because it fuels your motivation, strengthens your confidence, and reinforces your commitment to continued improvement. When you celebrate growth, you acknowledge the effort, dedication, and resilience that have brought you to where you are. Every step forward, no matter how small, represents a victory, a choice you made to keep going, to challenge yourself, and to learn. Growth isn't just about achieving the final outcome, it's about the transformation that occurs along the way. The skills you develop, the mindset shifts you experience, and the confidence you build all contribute to your evolution. When you celebrate these milestones, you honor the full scope of your journey, not just the destination. Celebrating growth reminds you that success isn't an all or nothing achievement. Too often, people define success only by grand outcomes, reaching the pinnacle of a career, achieving a major financial goal, or accomplishing a dream. But real success is found in the process, in the persistence, and in the continual improvement. Each day you show up, each challenge you overcome, and each lesson you learn is a form of success. By celebrating growth, you redefine what it means to be successful, focusing on progress rather than perfection. When you take the time to celebrate growth, you strengthen your belief in yourself. The act of recognizing and appreciating your progress builds confidence and reinforces the idea that you are capable of achieving even greater things. Success breeds more success, and by celebrating even the small victories, you create a positive momentum that propels you forward. This sense of accomplishment and self-belief becomes a foundation for tackling even bigger challenges because you've already proven to yourself that you have the ability to grow and overcome obstacles. Celebrating growth also helps you stay connected to your purpose. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and forget why you started in the first place. Celebrating milestones, whether big or small, reconnects you to your why. It reminds you of the deeper reasons behind your efforts and helps you maintain perspective. Celebrating growth becomes a ritual that reinforces your commitment to your long-term goals, even when the journey gets tough or you feel uncertain about the future. In addition, celebrating growth fosters a mindset of abundance and gratitude. When you take time to appreciate how far you've come, you naturally shift from a focus on what you still haven't achieved to a focus on what you have accomplished. This shift in focus builds a sense of fulfillment and contentment, reducing the need for constant external validation. It's a reminder that growth, while ongoing, is not just about striving for something in the future, it's about recognizing the present moment and the positive changes you've already made. Celebrating growth also enhances your resilience. When setbacks occur, as they inevitably will, taking time to reflect on your progress can help you bounce back faster. Remembering how much you've already overcome gives you the strength to face new challenges. It's a reminder that the path to success is never linear. And that resilience is built over time through consistent effort and the willingness to learn from mistakes. Every failure, every obstacle, and every disappointment is part of the growth process, and celebrating your progress helps you see setbacks as temporary and surmountable. There's also a profound power in sharing your growth with others. When you celebrate with the people who have supported you along the way, you create a sense of community and shared joy. Celebrating growth together fosters deeper connections and reinforces the importance of collaboration, encouragement, and mutual support. It's not just about your personal journey, it's about acknowledging the relationships and networks that have helped you along the way, whether it's through direct assistance, emotional support, or simply by being there to cheer you on. In the same way, celebrating growth can serve as an inspiration to others. When you openly acknowledge your progress and the lessons you've learned, you create a ripple effect that encourages others to do the same. Your growth can motivate those around you to keep pushing forward, to face their own challenges with courage, and to embrace the power of progress over perfection. It creates an environment where growth is valued, where setbacks are seen as opportunities, and where success is measured not by the end result, but by the continual improvement and effort. Celebrating growth also fosters creativity. When you take time to reflect on your progress, you're not only acknowledging what you've accomplished, you're also identifying new opportunities for growth. You start to see possibilities that weren't apparent before, uncovering new ideas, approaches, and strategies that will propel you even further. This mindset of continuous improvement fuels innovation and personal development, keeping you engaged and excited about what lies ahead. Lastly, celebrating growth is an affirmation that the journey is just as important as the destination. We often wait until the goal is fully achieved before acknowledging success. But the real power of growth lies in the moments of struggle, effort, and learning. By celebrating each step along the way, you reinforce the idea that progress itself is valuable, that the lessons learned in the process are as important as the outcome. When you celebrate growth, you transform the entire journey into a meaningful experience with purpose and fulfillment. Ultimately, celebrating growth is a practice that transforms your relationship with success. It shifts your focus from the idea that you need to be perfect or reach a particular goal to the understanding that growth is an ongoing, dynamic process. Every moment of progress, every challenge overcome, and every lesson learned is a reason to celebrate. By making celebration a part of your journey, you create a positive, empowered mindset that keeps you moving forward with confidence, resilience, and joy. In conclusion, the journey of growth is not just about reaching a destination, it's about embracing the process, learning from each step, and celebrating every victory along the way. The path to success is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but with belief in yourself, commitment to action, and the ability to visualize victory, you can overcome any obstacle. Surrounding yourself with positivity, understanding the power of necessity, and embracing failure as feedback all strengthen your ability to persevere. As you define your why and stay resilient in the face of fear, you cultivate the momentum that drives you toward your goals. When you take the time to celebrate growth, you acknowledge not just your achievements, but the effort, learning, and progress that got you there. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to your dedication, and each challenge you overcome makes you stronger and more capable. Remember, success is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It's about the person you become along the way, the resilience you build, and the belief you cultivate in yourself. So take a moment to honor your growth because you've earned it. And as you continue to grow, keep moving forward with the confidence that you will, and you must achieve everything you've set out to do. The journey is yours to create, and it's only just beginning.